Chapter 9. Robotics. In the modern world, robots are growing more common in practically every area, from healthcare to manufacturing to defense and education. In this chapter, you will learn what robots are, how they work, and what their history is. What is a robot? A robot is a machine designed to accomplish a particular task. In most cases, robots can carry out a series of complex actions automatically. Robots are controlled by an external control device or from within. They can be designed in human form, but most of them are based on machine design. They are programmed to perform all sorts of tasks, regardless of their looks. The word robot was coined by the Czech writer Karel Čapek in a 1920 play called Rossum's Universal Robots and is derived from the Czech word robota, meaning drudgery or servitude. Chapter 9. History of Robots. It is very easy to assume that robots are recent inventions, but shockingly, the history of robotics stretches back to 1,000 years. In medieval times, automatons, human-like figures run by hidden mechanisms, were created. Leonardo da Vinci created many human-inspired robot-like sketches, designs and models in the 1500s. In the 18th century, miniature automatons became popular as toys for the very rich. They were made to look and move like humans or small animals. Isaac Asimov coined and popularized the term robotics through many science fiction novels and short stories. Asimov was a visionary who envisioned in the 1930s a positronic brain for controlling robots. This predated digital computers by a couple of decades. Unlike earlier robots in science fiction, robots do not threaten humans since Asimov formulated the 3 laws of robotics. 1. A robot may not harm a human or through inaction allow a human to come to harm. 2. A robot must obey the orders given by human beings except when such orders conflict with the first law. 3. A robot must protect its own existence as long as there is no conflict with the first or second laws. Joseph Engelberger and George Devol were the fathers of industrial robots. Their company, Unimation, built the first industrial robot. The Unimate Puma, Programmable Universal Manipulator Arm, a later version shown below, in 1961, inspired by the human arm. Charlie Rosen, founder of the SRI International's Artificial Intelligence Center, knew that the next big breakthrough in robotics would be to create a machine that could solve new problems all on its own. Thus, the first mobile robot, Shaky, was born. Given its name due to how it rattled around the test area, Shaky is able to take in sensory input from its environment and make plans based on it. In an experimental space consisting of rooms with blocks and ramps, Shaky was able to navigate safely using pattern recognition algorithms to detect corners and object outlines, learning complex tasks as it went. In the 1980s, the robot industry had entered a phase of rapid growth. Many institutions introduced programs and courses on robotics. These courses were spread across various branches of knowledge such as mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and computer sciences. In 2003, NASA's twin robot geologists, the Mars exploration rovers, were launched towards Mars. Remember, on 10 June and 7 July 2003, Mars exploration rovers were sent in search of water on Mars. This program was a long-term effort in the field of robotic exploration of space. History of What is robotics? Robotics is a branch of technology concerned with the design, construction, operation and application of robots as well as the computer systems that control them, provide sensory feedback and analyze data. Robotics' purpose is to create intelligent machines that can help and assist humans in their daily lives while also keeping everyone safe. These technologies are concerned with automated devices that can replace humans in hazardous situations or production processes, or that look, behavior, and think like humans. Robots versus automatic machines. Automatically carrying out complex activities is a major feature of robots, but it is also true of many other machines such as washing machines, microwaves, and dishwashers. Washing clothes, on the other hand, cannot be regarded as a complex series of actions. However, piloting a plane on autopilot mode involves a complex sequence of steps. As a result, many machines and robots are on the point of becoming automated. Many automatic devices are programmed mechanically and are not very flexible. Therefore, programmable by a computer is another important feature of robots. However, because computers are already commonplace, it is difficult to use these features to differentiate a robot from another machine. How do you tell the difference between a robot and a machine that works automatically? The answer to this lies in the following details. Most robots use sensors, which help them adapt their actions to the environment and enable them to carry out complex tasks. Robots can be used in any situations or for any purpose, but primarily they are used in dangerous environments like bomb detection and deactivation, manufacturing processes, or where humans cannot survive. What is robotics? What is robotics? Benefits of robotics. There is a thin line of distinction between what people can do and what robots can do. The vast majority of the work in the working environments is currently being finished by machines or robots. Robots are, as of now, working in medical, non-therapeutic, mechanical, documentation, and numerous other fields. Here are some of the benefits of robotics. Flexibility and long work hours. In cases where it is risky for humans to conduct particular duties, robots can be used. They can work continuously for months at a time, require less maintenance, and are considered more productive than humans. Robots can labor for long periods of time without stopping or sleeping. Undivided focus. Because robots are consistent, they never need to divide their attention between a large number of things. Their work is never reliant on others' efforts. There will be no unanticipated issues, and they will not be relocated to complete another time-sensitive work. They are generally there and going about their business. Almost often, automation often is more dependable than human labor. Safety. In terms of safety, using robotics technology provides a big advantage. Heavy machinery, high temperature equipment and tools, and sharp objects can all be hazardous to humans. Some tasks are deemed too dangerous, difficult, or tedious for humans to perform. Thus, robots can take their place. As a result, the use of industrial robots can significantly enhance working conditions as well as safety of factories and production plants. Increase output with efficiency. Robots are used in production as part of the process of assembling the product. Because they are developed and built to accomplish jobs with greater accuracy, robots can complete some tasks faster and more efficiently than humans. Automobile manufacturers, for example, have long used robots successfully. Remember, a robot can go where humans cannot. In fact, robots were created to help humans, especially in high-risk or dangerous situations. A robot can deactivate a bomb, go to the edges of an active volcano, transport dangerous materials, explore the ocean floor, and even perform tasks in the most hostile environment known to man. Benefits of robotics. There is a thin line of distinction between what people can do and what robots can do. The vast majority of the work in the working environments is currently being finished by machines or robots. Robots are, as of now, working in medical, non-therapeutic, mechanical, documentation. Components of robots. A robot has the following essential components. Robots interact with the physical world via sensors and actuators. Various sensors like light sensors, eyes, touch and pressure sensors, hands, chemical sensors, nose, hearing and sonar sensors, ears, and taste sensors, tongue, give a robot awareness of its environment. Robots can easily move around and have electrical components for providing power and controlling machinery. Various mechanical constructions help to shape or form the design of a robot so that it can accomplish a particular task. The modern AI, artificial intelligence based robots have a type of computer program that determines what, when, and how a robot can complete its task. They can carry out a complex series of actions automatically. Some other important components of the modern robots can be given below. A. Power supply. AI robots are powered by batteries, solar power, and hydraulic power. B. Actuators. We use this to convert energy into movement. C. Electric motors, AC or DC. We need this for rotational movement. D. Pneumatic air muscles. We can say that they contract almost 40% when air is sucked into them. E. Muscle wires. We have noticed that it contracts by 5% when an electric current is passed through them. F. Piezo motors and ultrasonic motors. We use these for industrial robots. G. Sensors. Generally, we use these in a task environment. These provide information about real-time knowledge. Components of robots. A robot. Types of robots. Depending on the use and application, robots can be classified into three types. Simple level robots. These robots are simple and cannot carry out heavy or complex tasks. They are just able to support humans in their daily tasks. For example, washing machines. Middle-level robots. These robots, once programmed, cannot be reprogrammed and have sensor-based circuits which can perform multiple tasks. For example, fully automatic washing machine. Complex-level robots. These robots can be programmed and reprogrammed easily. They have complex model-based circuits, for example, laptops or computers. Types of robots. Classification of robots. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, robots can be defined as a machine capable of carrying out a complex series of actions automatically, especially the one programmable by a computer. Robots can be classified into different categories on the basis of different criteria. Let us learn more about classification of robots here. Based on working environment, they can be classified according to the environment in which they operate. The most common distinction is between fixed and mobile robots. These two types of robots have very different work environments and therefore require very different capabilities. Fixed robots are mostly industrial robotic manipulators that work in well-defined environments adapted for robots. Industrial robots perform specific repetitive tasks such as soldering or painting parts in car manufacturing plants. With improvements in sensors and devices for human-robot interaction, robotic manipulators are increasingly being used in less controlled environments such as in high-precision surgery. Mobile robots move around and perform tasks in large, uncertain environments. They are quite helpful in situations that are not defined in advance and keep on changing over time. They deal with unpredictable entities like humans and even animals. Self-driving cars, vacuum cleaners and drones are some common examples of mobile robots. Based on application, robots have precision, accuracy, speed and dependability. Therefore, companies are trying their best to bring robots into action. Below is the classification of robots based on application. Industrial robots. Initially, the robots developed were industrial robots that performed simple, repetitive tasks in a well-defined area. Their design process was made easier by the task simplicity and well-defined surroundings. Today's industrial robots, on the other hand, can manipulate objects in a variety of orientations and even recognize the various objects that must be packaged in a specific order. Service robots. Service robots have superior senses and have a tight relationship with people. They help humans with jobs such as cleaning, vacuum cleaners, transportation, self-driving cars, defense, drones, and medical treatments, surgery. Military robots. Being in the army is a difficult job and robots assist in making the soldiers' task simpler. Bomb threats are common and drones assist in pinpointing the various sites of these devices, which is a huge aid to army personnel. Space and outer space robots. In space shuttles, these types of robots are deployed. They, along with Mars explorers and other robots, are deployed in international space stations. They are used in space exploration and other similar endeavors. Based on the task they are designed for. Robots come in all shapes and sizes, depending on the task they are designed for. Majorly, robots are of 5 types. Pre-programmed robots. These robots are made to work in a controlled environment where they are programmed to do repetitive work efficiently to save time and human efforts. For example, the mechanical arm located on a motorized assembly line. The mechanical arm in the motorized assembly, better known as the assembly line, performs a single task. The single task could be door welding or inserting a particular part into the engine and others. The pre-programmed robot is designed to accomplish the task and more quickly, more efficiently and work longer than humans. Autonomous robots. Autonomous medical robots are able to operate intelligently and adapt to their environment without direct human supervision. In particular, they should be able to perform their duties in an environment that might be changing and without a person sitting at a bank of controls directing their activities. Examples of autonomous robots are cleaning bots, hospitality bots, medical assistant robots, autonomous drones, and lawn trimming robots. Humanoid robots. These robots simulate human behavior. They can accomplish human-related tasks such as jumping, running, and carrying objects. Humanoid robots are made to mimic humans to the extent of having faces like those of humans plus facial expressions. Moreover, humanoid robots have bodies built to look like humans for functional roles like mingling with human tools and surroundings, for investigational purposes like research on bipedal movement, besides other roles. Humanoid robots are utilized for completion of painstaking and hazardous tasks. Teleoperated robots. These types of robots are semi-autonomous. They employ wireless networks to facilitate human control from an innocuous distance. Teleoperated robots often operate in dangerous geographical circumstances, weather or conditions. An example of a teleoperated robot is the drone employed in detecting any landmines that may have been planted on a battleground. Also, there are human-controlled submarines which are being utilized for fixing underwater pipe leakages in the BP oil leak. Augmenting robots. As the name suggests, augmenting robots are designed to either improve present human abilities or replace skills that humans may have lost. These robots are considered the most helpful to humans. Augmenting robots are very common in the field of medicine since they are needed by disabled individuals. They play a crucial role in the lives of those with disabilities since they replace what they have lost. That explains why you will hear that life is limitless as the disabilities are no longer a stumbling block to what humans are capable of performing, thanks to augmenting robots. Classification. Some famous Indian robots. Daksh, an electrically powered and remotely controlled robot used for locating and destroying harmful objects safely. IRA 2.0, ERA 2.0, HDFC Bank's humanoid robot assistant to answer the frequently asked questions from customers. Mitra. It was launched by PM Narendra Modi and Miss Ivanka Trump at GES Conference 2017. Manav. India's first 3D printed humanoid robot can perform push-ups and play football. Sum up. A robot is a machine that is programmed by a computer and can do many complex actions automatically. Depending on the use and application, robots can be classified into 3 types: simple level, middle level, and complex level robots. Fixed robots are mostly used in industries with a well-defined work environment adapted for robots. Mobile robots move around and perform tasks in large, uncertain environments. Robotics deals with the design, construction, operation, and use of robots, including the design of computer systems for their control, sensory feedback, and information processing. The robots that show intelligent behavior after getting programmed are called artificially intelligent robots. Sum up. A robot